How to do it to him? When I left, you were in the same menu. Oh, sorry, man. What do you call it when Batman skips church? Christian Bale. Oh. Ah, that hurts. Do bits kill the stream? No, they don't. Please, don't make that a thing. Bits do not kill the stream, I swear. I swear, it's just a weird coincidence. Please don't stop donating just because you think it might kill the stream. That was just bad. All puns hurt me. Even if they're good, they hurt me. All puns are bad to me. In a good way. I don't know. She might have a backup hammer. Maybe. That's amazing. You don't have a sense of humor. I have an excellent sense of humor. Puns are just not my cup of tea. Okay? I like dark humor. I like witty humor. I like certain types of humor that are based upon certain situations that I'm not going to go into, so on and so forth. And I mean like real dark humor. I'm tired of movies being like, this is a dark humor movie, and then they're just like a little crass, and I'm like, that's not dark humor, you fucks. You fucking hacks. If you're gonna do dark humor or claim to do it, then actually do it. Oh cool, they look like a frog from this angle. They got like the whole... I like this. Creature design. Look, creature design. Like, that's cool with the diaphragm and the... Yeah. Anyway.
5 hours straight of uneducations. Let's sing the alphabet backwards.
Oh no.
ZYXWVUTSRQ PON MLKJIHGFEDCBA. Now back to Dark Souls.
Oh, you cheated. You said pawn instead of PON. That's weird that it did that. Thank you for the bit. I know, Bexx, I'm playing with you. Same, also like dark humor. I actually love your sense of humor. Oh, thank you. I don't know what my sense of humor is. Bad? That's my sense of humor. That's the quality of my humor in streaming. Bad.
Wonder if the plagues
I don't know what genre that constitutes, but it's probably not a good one. But thank you for the bit. Thank you for the bit. Yeah. Oh, thank you. But you're being. I'm starting to get the feeling you're being too nice. Any progress on the matter we discussed? I got your book right here. Just slam it in his face.
This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is.
Yes!
French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
Yes, it's in French! I love it! He does all this shit. He's like, yes, I got my hands on the book. It's like, is this fucking French? Je parle français? Said it before and I'll say it again. You sing good. I don't sing good. Porque français is français. I don't speak French. I'm learning French though, so je parle français is like the most French I know. The French, do it again. What? Je parle français, what? I don't know a lot of French. I seriously don't. Je m'appelle Bexx. I'm also learning French. Like I'm just doing it in my spare time on Duolingo. It's not even like I don't even have like classes or anything like that. I didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself. You're overreacting a bit, don't you think? The book's a little more important than you let on.
There is little more important than such a precious, rare text. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers.
It's E equals MC squared.
I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
No, seriously, it's not that complicated. It's the universe is expanding, and we're in it, and we're not important. There's no like underlying plan. There's, you know, I'm sorry to get like non-religious to the vicar of all people, but you know, there's no grand plan or anything like that. We just happen to exist, and isn't that awesome in of itself? I mean, like, holy shit, we exist. Guys, I want you to stop right now and realize, holy shit, we exist. You exist. Do you know how amazing it is that you specifically exist, like statistically, in all the math and all that stuff? It's just holy shit levels of like, whoa, we exist. There is no reason. There doesn't have to be a reason. Why does there have to be a reason? Find your own days on dead or whatever the fuck that phrase is, because holy shit. Sounds fake. Fake news. There's no plan of in the universe. Fake news. Go home. It's space. You don't have a universal translator. This is a backwater hellhole. My question is, why does no one speak French? You're telling me, like, I get that French is one of those languages that I firmly believe will be lost to time. But surely somebody has a vague knowledge of it. It's not the most alien from English. Seriously, English is a mix of French and German. So it's not really like a far off concept. Anyway, let's see, all the time and suffering I spent wasted, I say. I think I act better than him. What do you think? At least you still have your mission work here and meaningful forget that. Why do you think the book held secrets you were looking for? This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. Speaking of plague green backwash, I should get going. Goodbye. Why do you think the book held secrets you were looking for?
Bakono, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
I mean, French is for nerds. Oh no, there's a bunch of French I can't understand. Wait, why you keep saying I am, you are, he is, she is. Yeah, I know that. I don't know what Somme is. The only French I remember is from French class. I slept through French a lot. Okay, so I took Latin class in high school, and I failed. So then I took German, and I forgot about 90% of it. But German comes to me much quicker than French because of that, though. So yeah, there you go. I failed Latin class. Ain't that a little tidbit? Fortunately, over the founders of possible,
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan.
Well, define chaos.
But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Once again, define chaos. This is the part where I'm like, chaos, life, finds a way, chaos, the wrinkles on your, finger, that's not chaos, but I'm going to, say it is a, chaos, even though, how's my what's his face? What's his name? Jeff Goldblum. I would love to learn German. It sounds so cool. It's a very intense language. It's a song we were taught. Chaos Reigns. I would love to learn Spanish. It's a sexier language than French.
Pony magic is friendship. You meet sparkles and rainbow dash derpy and love. The best ponies for your bornies.
Okay. Okay, so so yeah, Spanish to me is not very sexy, but that's because I live close to Mexico and I get to hear it all the time, so The man with the flamenco guitar is singing Spanish. I would love to be able to probably speak English. You sound great, dude. Dude, Panda, seriously. Your English is fucking amazing, okay? You were really good. Dude, I didn't even realize you were from Germany at first. I just like, oh, this guy has a foreign accent and that's it. I didn't even realize you're from Germany. Dude, you're doing great. You just have a light accent, okay? Your English is amazing. It's not heavy. No, dude, it's not that heavy. Guys, seriously, do you guys think his accent's heavy? Because I don't. I really don't. Alright, most of the philosophers' version of thoughts over a century after the... Gonna give your life a meaningful purpose. Banned book sets a bad example, doesn't it?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bokonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Oh, yeah, about that. I'm anti-theist, so I really don't feel comfortable having a vicar on my spaceship. I know that sounds weird, but we're in space, motherfucker. Why the fuck are you a vicar? By the way, vicar is not like really a term where I live. It's just not a thing. We just call him like, you know, priest or whatever. We call him pastor or whatever. So vicar as a concept is like vaguely alien to me. With that in mind, I keep thinking of that song from Sweeney Todd where they sing about putting people into pies. Looks thicker, must be vicar. That's the line with the vicar in it. That's what I know it's a weird thing, but it's just not a word I come across. And that's like the only time it's come across like continuously in my life is in a song in Sweetie Todd. Did Stanley just ask you about white soda? Blanca La Cola. Yeah, did you just ask about white soda? What? He's a pretty cool dude with an interesting past. I mean, I want everyone to join in because I want to show the most story, I suppose. Ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free
No,
spiritual counseling, and I'd
nope.
be happy to watch your back.
I'll take the
I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick,
engineer later.
or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Because why wouldn't the priest dude be fucking good at that shit? Alright, that all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
I'll give him that. He has been to prison. Cola means informal and not medical term, but... Ah. Only to some Spanish-speaking countries, though. The priest is a hacker, man. Hack the planet, bitches! Alright, are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
I mean, sounds good. Let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Okay, so educate me. What exactly, exactly is a vicar? Because I got, if you're Catholic, you're a priest, and if you're Protestant, you're, you're a pastor. What and then there's all the little subsections of every religion, I'm not even gonna get into those, like cardinal and shit like that. What exactly is a vicar in this, by definition? What makes him different than a pastor or a priest or whatever? What's the difference there? If you don't mind me asking. Because like I said, it's not a term we use. We don't have we don't have vicars where I live. That's just not a thing. Well, how did you find each other? In the Twitch chat, his use of words made me swoon. You like video games? Wait a minute. Stanley, were you propositioning on Jaeger? What the hell, man? Were you then yes. You like video games? Then yes. Ooh, so here we're seeing some love here in the chat, guys. Fascinating. Why not? But yeah, who here knows what a vicar is and what exactly is a vicar? Wait, we didn't do everything here, did we? Yeah, no. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Pew. Pew. Pew, 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 pew.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Nothing I can do about that.
Well, maybe if you redid your hair dye so you're as fabulous as this man, then maybe you'll feel better.
I've never actually been in here. Seemed scary from the outside.
Vicar is like a rural priest, I think. So, are they still Catholic or is it like another word for pastor? I don't know, I'm not very good at this. Google this. It's officially a representative of someone. So they represent a priest? Question mark? Like a subsidiary?
Something to report?
Yeah, your hair is alarmingly yellow. Well, I think you just turn in the medicine.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Finger.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly
Guillaume.
processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, here, and here. Got any more fingers for me?
Wait, which name do I sign with? My real name or my fake name? She's a Super Saiyan? Oh, God, you're right. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Mabel Burgess.
Nice yellow
Age
green.
37, right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork.
So you're gonna have a realization moment?
Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
Bonus! What's this, Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to
Oh, I got a
deputize you.
badge.
Congratulations.
I'm a deputy! I'm a deputy associate. How did so many people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, Some turd marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
I don't like you. They like drugs.
Everybody likes adrenatime. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame.
Wow.
Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
Wow. Okay. I hate the French language with their names. I assume. Woo, hate the French. What was all the French hate? I have a French's last name. Oh, my name is Bastardized French. I can't say it, but it looks like a garbled mess that's vaguely Asian, but if you say it with a French accent, it like makes sense all of a sudden. And it's Bastardized French. It means absolutely nothing at all. It also looks very close to a German word. It's actually one letter different from a very commonly used German word, which makes a lot of people think maybe it's German if they're like know enough German. And once again, it's a garbled mess unless you say it with a French accent, at which point it sounds like a real name and you're like, oh shit. but it is a I won't, like I said, I can't say it, but it is a very unique bastardized French name. Bastardized being a keyword. Anyway,
What's on your mind?
space rabies, no? Alright, goodbye.
Been eating nothing but salt tuna for a year.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
I would be very, like, I wouldn't kill myself because no matter what happens, it wouldn't be suicide. But I would be wishing for the thing that would kill me very soon to happen much sooner. Are we trashing languages? Because I have one. Fucking English. English is so fucked. It's a mix between German and French, and they're very different languages. And so the mix you get is this awful mess. And as time went on, they're like, this isn't awful enough. Let's remove letters, but leave C and K as interchangeable. So now you got ing, the letter thorn is removed, the letter for ing is removed, and now you got a lot of words with a lot of extra letters. But damn it, we're not gonna fix the C versus K problem ever. Because fuck that. Because the C versus, like, we have French, which has the little tail thing on their C's, but we don't got that. I hate the letter C. Did I tell you guys that? English, no, it's English, you can twist it so much. It's great. The only reason why English seems like it can do a lot more is because a lot of humorous places use it. I don't know how to describe it, but English is, I'm going to say this, it's going to be controversial, but I stand by it. English is the language of the future. Because, sorry to say this, but it's the language of the internet. It's the language of video games. It's the language of most movies. Hollywood controls the media. There's a lot of shit controlled by mainly America, but also occasionally British land and Australia and a couple other places. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure everyone has, like, you know, everyone's got, like, I got our movies or whatever. Yeah, everyone's got their own movies. Everyone's got their own shit. But we got the most of it. I'm sorry to say this. It's the truth. America controls most of the world's media. And it can't be helped. It's just because we're so numerous. We're just so many people. That's not me being biased either. Like, just look at the number of movies coming out. I guarantee most of them might be American. And it's funny because in the 80s they're like, you gotta learn Chinese because that's the language of the future. You gotta learn Russian because that's the language of the future. No. None of that's the language of the future. The only time Russian needs to be learned by someone not in Russia is for space. And that's because they're being a bitch about it, refusing to learn English like everyone else in the space programs, and are like, no, we're gonna speak Russian. If you don't speak Russian, then fuck you. You know, that kind of shit. That's the only reason why you would ever need to learn Russian. Fucking... Because I can type it and add the .com at the end. Fuck the syllable alphabet. Yeah, fuck the fucking Cyrillic alphabet. I'm sorry if you're Czech. Czech people are awesome. It's a shame that they got so much shit on them, but one of them is the Cyrillic alphabet. I'm sorry. Exactly. In Old English, refrigerator, fridge, where the D come from. What? Refrigerator? You don't know why refrigerator got shortened to fridge? Because, maybe my accent's adding the D, but refrigerator has... It doesn't have a G in it in spelled, but it is, like, there. Isn't it just American-centric film because we export the most? Doesn't Bollywood usually produce more films, so it just circulates to the wide? Yeah, no. I'm not saying we make the most films overall. We just have the films that go worldwide. If you go to anywhere in the world and you look up, you know, foreign films, you will probably find a vast selection of American films. In English, probably. You probably have to read subtitles. But the chances you find Bollywood go down in a lot of places. And now that I'm talking louder, I'm going to adjust some settings on OBS. Because I'm talking a bit louder now than I was before. Alright. What am I saying? Because we can't speak any of the Indian languages. Well, that's the funny thing, though. Hindi films, they like to switch between Hindi and English, which is so maddening when you're like me and you're trying to watch every animated film ever made. I'm serious. I'm going on that journey. I get to these Hindi films, and they switch to English randomly, so there's no subtitles for the Hindi parts. It's like, it's in English, right? And I'm like, no, it's half Hindi. And it's like, well, it's half English, so fuck you if you want subtitles. What the fuck? Sorry, that's a little tangent right there. Cool, because I definitely heard you say we make the most. I might have said we make the most. Probably didn't mean it that way. Sorry about that. That is a mistalk from me, Chow, if that is what I said. I did say we were the most numerous, which... From a lot of countries, in terms of media export, we kind of are. Like, we put out overall media. Yeah, we probably put out the most, maybe rivaling Japan. Like, we have a lot of films, live action and animated. We have a lot of just animation in general, like cartoons and shit. We have a shit ton of video games. Once again, maybe rivaling Japan on that. But, like, overall, if you put all of the media together, yeah, we do probably make the most. I probably meant media in general. If I said movies, I'm sorry, I meant media in general. And like I said, I'm not saying that as a biased person. We just are. Like, sorry, but we are. We're making her mad. I'm not mad, I'm passionate. We're pretty good at marketing. Yeah, we are. We're damn good at marketing. Which is why all the fucking commercials have fucking spoilers in it. Turn in the medicine, that's the one we're doing. Grave matter. I haven't done any of these other things. Oh, I should probably put my gun away. Whoops! Why didn't you say anything? We went into the fucking jailhouse with our gun out. Oh yeah, okay, so where's... Hey! I assume that this person needs it more. I'm gonna guess on that. It's purely a guess. But we're gonna save in case I'm wrong. But it's true that US has the most out of the media. Be right back.
Somebody's been running around town raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
Is it my colony ship? What does that mean? Got the medicine we're after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Well, fuck you too. It's not that simple. You want my silence, you're gonna have to buy it. Never. That's harsh. At least leave me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you.
Yay.
Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
I'm curious, who are you gonna give the medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Good point. What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker.
Oh!
Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
You're HR. Cool. That makes sense. When you play an American game, it's rarely well received if it's a big name Wait, what? Looking at you, Naughty Dog. Go back to making Crash. You do know that a lot of the games are American, right? Like, you know id Software's down the street from me, right? Gearbox is up in the air, definitely. EA is evil, straight up. What? Okay, so ZeniMax is technically American, but they have like a lot of worldwide shit because they just buy up everything like assholes. Obsidian, I believe, is mostly American. I think they have like a side thing and all that stuff. Like video games, because so many people are involved, a lot of them have like other studios and stuff. Once again, I'm not saying other countries don't have shit. I'm just saying that we have the most of everything overall. Like, just the sheer amount of influence. Naughty Dog can go suck a dick, though. I'll give you that. Not just for not for Crash. Not for Crash, though. I don't care about Crash in terms of Naughty Dog. Crash is great. It could do better on the fourth one, honestly, but this Crash is not the problem. Naughty Dog's problem is... What's the name of that dude? Who's the dude who directed The Last of Us 2? He's the biggest problem. You know what that shithead did? Dude was like, okay, so you got Nathan Drake 4 coming out, right? This is gonna be the big end to the saga, right? Hey, it's being directed by one of the best women in the gaming industry. She's a great director. She has a lot of strong, independent female characters throughout the story in Nathan Drake's saga and all that stuff. It's great, man. She's this great person and all that stuff. She's an excellent example of women in the gaming field. I, a straight white male, can't have her making non-SJW focused games. So I, a straight white male, am going to push out a woman in an industry with a higher percentage of males. It's just statistically the case. I'm going to push her out of being the director of her baby, her franchise, for the final chapter of her franchise. I'm going to push her out, make myself the director, and then do that bullshit SJW thing where look at this character. Don't you love it more than the main character? No? Then we're going to have this character who's a strong independent female or whatever with who's ticking off minority boxes for just because representation and literally no other reason. Not because we actually care about the writing, but because we want that quota, damn it. We're gonna have that person beat the shit out of Nathan Drake, and don't you love her? What do you mean you don't like her more than Nathan Drake? What do you mean that we're fucking over the franchise and all this stuff? What do you mean? Well, fine, you don't like this game, I'm gonna make Last of Us 2, which everyone knows was a bad game, and if you think it's a good game, then you and I need to talk, because I'm gonna be frank, the gameplay is pretty basic. It's not that good a gameplay either. It works well, the gore is amazing, but and that's not even going into the fucking story. I don't need to go into the story. The story speaks for itself. There's enough people gone into the story. All of which was done in the sake of SJWism. Fuck that shit. Fuck him right in the ear. Alright, what am I doing? Outside of ranting again? I keep ranting. I blame you guys. You guys keep making me rant. Yeah, it's a ranting day. I only need one of these as backup. Don't need any of that. Just keep that one. We don't need that. So we need to sell that one. The hell? Users. Why does this one have 2 dots and this one only has 1? Same fucking gun. Except this one has 2. What does that mean? Who made Stonehenge? Alright, sorry. Probably doesn't need it, but whatever. I'm gonna call it on that. Alright, where are we heading? We are heading to General Store. That's the constable.
Wish we had some better rations.
The rations suck ass, and they're always gonna suck ass. Alright, that's just a place. Where's the, around here, somewhere. It was overplayed one way too much. It's critic bait. It's Oscar bait! It's the gameplay equivalent of Oscar bait. It's not a good movie. It's not a good game. It's got this one thing that is not very good. We've seen it a billion times, but this new to some, it's done, acted well or some shit like that. It has a lot of gravitas to it. So people who don't know better think it's a big deal, and then bam, it wins an award. It's the video game equivalent of Oscar bait.
Holcomb, got my
You know
eye
how
on you,
many
girl.
times a game has forced us to do something quote-unquote evil, and then they said, shame on you, gamer? It's a bad thing when games do that. It's actually something they straight up told us in school not to fucking do. Because there's too many stories like that, and it just pisses off the gamer because you're forcing them to do the bad thing.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
I have questions.
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
Many questions.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Okay. It's crazy. Yeah, we're making you do this. Well, if you want to play the, like, I get that it's like, oh, just don't play the game. Yeah, duh, you can just not play the game. But the whole point is, like, don't you feel bad for killing this dog when if you try to not kill the dog, a cutscene forces you to kill the dog? Don't you feel bad for killing the dog that was trying to kill you? No? You don't? You don't feel bad? What do you mean you don't feel bad? Speaking of GTS, you want somebody to transfuck a trans person. I have a lot of questions, Anya. A lot of questions in that regard. I spend so much time Oscar baiting. Is that what it's called? It's like I Oscar bait all the time. Behind closed doors. Remember to lock the door. Just take your phone, turn it on, and you just Oscar bait on. Sorry. I know that's not what you meant, but that's where my brain went, and I'm sorry. Don't even get to start on fucking Naughty Dog. Well, I got started on Naughty Dog. We should probably stop. Sell it.
Music to my ears.
Yeah. I don't like your hair. It's like really, looks like Cheeto dust did over your hair. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sure that looks good on some people, but on him it looks like someone just dusted his hair with Cheeto dust. What am I selling? What am I selling? Oh yeah, junk. That's something we need to figure out how to sell. Corporate Service Award. Well, I have 6 of these. Tossball card. Collectible tossball cards. Bracelets. That makes sense. I got more tossball cards. Cigarette lighter. I got some brains. Some organs. Energy canister. Rings. Model spaceship. Why do I have a model spaceship? Some Sprat. I got some Sprat guys. Little music box. The happy cysty pig. When its lid is open, consider yourself earwormed. Okay. Z. Yay! That feels good. Alright, and we need to sell the prestigious shit. It's prestigious. It sells for 6 bits. 15 bits. Okay. I think that's it. Really? Alright. And away we go. And away we go. Come on, boo-boo.
Another day at the cannery.
We'll go and find a picnic basket. I don't know. I've never watched that show. No, that was exactly what I meant. Fuck yeah, I got the joke. There's like, oh, I'm mentally secure enough to transition and all that, but everyone else is mentally unstable baby who needs to be put in camps. What the hell?
I know how you feel.
Yeah, like, what the hell? Yeah, what the fuck? That is some... I'm a hypocrite, but that's some hypocritical shit there, my friend. Like, what the fuck? All I know is that, with 2077, that game came out, you know how they had, like, the poster with, like, the trans person on it? And they just had it. If you play that game, you can, like, 100% modify yourself to be whatever, so it makes sense that being trans is no big deal. And it's funny because the SJWs were like, oh my god, you're sexualizing trans people? That's terrible, that's horrible. Don't you feel ashamed? It's terrible. Meanwhile, the actual trans community is like, fuck yeah, representation. Oh my god, it's normalized. Like, it's no big deal. Isn't this great? Isn't this a good future to have where being trans is no big deal? No one holds it against you and all this stuff. Everyone is sexualized in this game and we are too. Isn't that great? And I'm like, oh my god, this is like the perfect example of what I go when I'm talking about freaking SJWs. I feel like you're simplifying something. Probably am. I don't like SJWs. Your child knows why. Probably need to do this one while we're here. Wait. Do we go upstairs? Okay, no, just the catwalk. Okay, I think so. It's like, what? Excuse me, pardon me. I know I clearly probably shouldn't be here. Company secrets and liabilities and all that, but whatever.
You the new worker? Whatever.
No.
Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Tenderfoot. That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time. Representation. That CDPR still CD Projekt Red still fucked it. It ain't me, man. I haven't seen much of the game. I watched some dude stream a bit, but that's it, man. I had to Google SJW. Consider yourself lucky. Not only you, Stanley. SJWs are gay. What? Like, not in the fun kind of gay. Anya. Watch your wording, my friend. You got me worried there for a sec. Giving people hugs. That's awesome. Whatever, make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Once again, haven't heard that before. Gray site fees. Give me.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Oh shit, we saw this in the doctor's office. You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me.
Oh, no.
Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Oh, well, now I feel less bad.
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Closest living relative?
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death.
Wait a minute.
I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
Wait a minute.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
Well, we actually already know all this. We've read notes about this. I'm getting some, series of unfortunate events. You guys know that our closest living relative is not the one who's just down the street, right? What the fuck? But it's Spacer's Choice. The choice for Spacers. Close. That's not their slogan. Very close, though. What are they gonna do? Arrest his corpse?
When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
The fuck? He's a...
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
That's fuck, man, you're worse than Watson. Anyway, GTA Online update coming out tomorrow. Hope you enjoy, man. Do you play at all, Bexx? I play GTA single player all the time when I work out, and I did do a stream once, and it didn't really work out, so I don't think I'll do that again. But I play GTA 5 all the time when I work out. Just, it's a good distraction. You're gonna put a space in your wallet is what they're gonna do. Oh, God, that's terrible. You talking to me? Talking about Spacer's Choice, sweetie? Oh, never mind. Yeah, no. I have GTA 5 for PlayStation, on Epic Store, and on Steam. So, I got 2 of those for a very cheap price, though. So, you know. Did we do everything? Small grave matter. Nope, we're still doing grave matter.
Almost lost a finger in the cannery today.
We should keep our voices down.
Yeah, my friend's gonna come up on your ass. Seriously, the AI pathing's kind of funny. Alright, where are you? Oh, shit. For various crimes and violations of board policy, including any and all the following: sedation, forgery, conspiracy to commit conspiracy. Oh shit, I'm done that one. Unlicensed medical practice, destruction of board property. I have to say, I did conspiracize to maybe not really commit conspiracy in a fictional setting. Young love.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I have many questions. Anyway, Dr. Barber.
What can I do for you?
Are we anywhere closer on yours? Why not use this medical?
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Yeah. Only if we use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Yeah, that's... I mean, that's impressive, but this is Futureland. I'm a little worried on that percentage because of the Futureland part. Looking at this game without knowing anything about it, I would say it's a weird Bioshock RPG. This is a space version of Fallout, if you had to, like, pin it down quickly. It's done by the people who did Fallout New Vegas, and there's a lot of similarities. In fact, the control scheme is almost identical. Yeah, it's made by the fellows who made New Vegas, like the vibe of the video game. Yeah, makes more sense now. Yeah. There's a lot of love in this game. I really am feeling the love, which is good. Know about Eugene? Use the teeth.
You know about Eugene? How?
Because I'm a little shit. Found your note.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
No, but you can ask me.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures.
I'll do it.
I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. They're just gonna rot in the ground. What are your games of the year? Bug Snacks, no question. Not necessarily released in 2020, but those you liked the most this year. Bug Snacks? Yeah, Bug Snacks. I'm gonna say it. I liked Bug Snacks more than Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal, I didn't enjoy as much as Doom 2016. And that kind of like lowered... The fact they got worse a little bit kind of bothered me. I'm not against it. I enjoyed it at the time and I played it all in one sitting, which probably influenced my decision. But it would definitely come down to the two of those. I preferred Bug Snacks. Bug Snacks game of the year, no question. Speaking of love, ooh, don't ooh me on ya. Gold teeth don't rot. Gold is very corrosion resistant. I meant that the body would rot in the ground and the teeth would be there in the rot. I guess they wouldn't rot away themselves, but they would be there in rot. Dig up those teeth, only way gonna pay gravesite fees. You sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
I see. Wow, okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. That's why I recommend you have handlers if you have hallucinations as a common occurrence. So the town near never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
I see. Look, Chad, I'm just being honest here. They're just gonna sit there, but you got bills to pay. Gotta play Bug Snacks when I can. I highly recommend it. Wait real quick. The only problem is, one, it is exclusive to the Epic Store as of right now. I don't know if that's a timed exclusive or what, but if you play it on PC, it will be exclusive to the store. If you have a PS4 or a PS5, you can play it on there. I hear it's pretty, you know, about the same all around. And it did have a lot of glitches, but we did play it like the week it came out. And it was from a friend's account, so like there's probably some extra problems with that. Ludwig gravesite fees. Okay. So we got one more gravesite fee and then we can go back to the main quest, guys. It's through here. Look at that! That's interesting. They got like the whole fish gills thing going on. Like, obviously he's based on the sarcastic fringe head, which, you know, bravo for picking a rare animal to base a monster off of. Alright. We're gonna save. And resume. Fucking hell, these working conditions and they still penalize people for offing themselves. Yep. This, in case you haven't realized, this is like space capitalism as a concept I love. Because it is both a parody and a logical prediction of what happens when capitalism continues to exist long term. And yes, I am not a capitalist. My parents are. I'm not. I'm a democratic socialist. So all of this is like, yeah, this is what I hate. This is what I'm trying to avoid happening. This is why I think we need change. But it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna fucking happen because people... just whatever. Hi.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
We need to talk to her about other
My
shit,
dad's
too.
buried here.
Oh, yeah.
Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
It's not true. Capitalism is corporate. My God. For me, they have to be Little Nightmares. Oh yeah, Little Nightmares 2 came out, didn't it? Did it just come out? Kindergarten 2 came out this year, right? I think 1 was a couple years ago, though. I haven't seen Kindergarten 2, but I've seen someone play Kindergarten 1, and that was a fucking blast to watch. Serious Sam 4, don't know anything about it. Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, don't know anything about it. Assassin's Creed Rogue, that's a hard skip for me. Strafe, Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is pretty good. My Friend Pedro, and Project Warlock. Not bad, if you're interested. I know you weren't talking to me on that, but you know, it's good to see what people like. It really is. I like comparing likes and dislikes because I'm not you guys, and I feel that's an easy way to learn more about you guys without getting personal. Little Nightmares 2 demo of it came out. Release will be 11th on February. Oh, okay. I thought it was this year. Oh well. All I know is all of a sudden it's like you want to learn more about it as you release your gameplay of the first game. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'll play it eventually, but I do need to play, on stream. I need to play the DLC of the first game first. Because I did play the first game a while back. Bees.
You run into any trouble?
No, wait.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
That's a terrible way to think about it. We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
Okay, real quick, I need to point this out. From what I gather, Karens are really, really common with, mortician work. Because a lot of people who wouldn't normally be Karens become Karens because of grieving. So, from what I gather, being a mortician is terrible when you have to deal with other people. Not to mention you have to get over the whole, you know, working with corpses thing, but obviously you get over that eventually. Play a lot of games this year, but those would be the best ones I played. Played World of Warcraft, a dumped out some Monster of Time into it. Yeah, but does that count as Game of the Year when it came out in 2004? Also, GTA San Andreas, I finished it a long time ago, but I did 100% this year. Worth mentioning, the favorite game to complete so far. Okay, so you did say that didn't have to come out this year. Bug Snacks. I played this year, Bug Snacks. Noah Panda asked for the games we played this year, so yeah. Yeah, no, I'm... My brain is in like 3 different places right now, as normal. Alright, speaking of, I forgot to reset my counter. There we go. First, I know you buried him. I read a letter first mentioned to his up his gold for teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away.
Gone.
Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess?
Let me know if you find anything.
Well, shit. Okay, so this quest ain't done, that's for sure.